Hello! Welcome to another very windy, I'll maybe put windy in the title. Can you hear the wind? Hello! Welcome to another very windy, heaps of planes. Yes, base, welcome in. This is RAF Lossiemouth. We were down the other end yesterday. We're up at the top today. So, what we can see there is, give them a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try and fit them all in the frame there. 7 P8 Poseidons. So when I was leaving my hotel, or when I was still in my hotel, there was 3 Typhoons took off. It is very windy though, very windy. Audio's perfect, video's perfect, all good in the hood. Excellent. So it's the microphone's under my jumper just now. Morning my Scottish cousin, hello. Morning Jonathan. Jonathan McD, yeah, Sally, hello. Welcome in everyone. You off work today? Yes, off today. Off today, so I was up here yesterday. Not in my kilt, no. My kilt would be blowing up. My kilt would be blowing right up. So we're not in our kilt today, no. If we get any Typhoons taking off from here, we'll get a really good view. A really good view of the Typhoons. They should land from this side as well. I can hear a bit of noise. It's just a boy in a... What is that, a lawnmower or something he's got? Whoa. Wait, I cut the grass, I think. Brilliant. Saw a couple of fire engines as I was heading in. I think they were just doing a bit of training or something. There was a fire in Lossie last night. I think it was the quarry, I'm not 100% sure. Not in mine either. Yes, hello Redman. Morning. No deliveries. No, I'm not doing any deliveries. I did go to a pub last night, but only for 1 pint. There's a wee pub called the Steamboat. But it wasn't steamboats, I just had the one, I behaved myself. So connection should be fine. We've got 2 connections just now. I can switch on a third if we need it. I love Lossie, class wee place. Yes. So I decided just to stay the night. It wasn't the cheapest I could have got, but it was about £80 in the hotel in Lossie. The ones in Elgin were more. They were £100 or so to stay in Elgin. So I thought, oh, we'll just stay here. Took a wee walk down to the beach. Thought, oh, I'm not going all the way along. We'll just go into the pub for a pint. Then back to the hotel. Had 1 or 2 at the hotel, and that was it. So pretty quiet night. Yeah, very nice place, Lossiemouth. So we've got the famous lighthouse over here. I've never been, but I was watching another guy streaming up here, I think Monday, Tuesday, and he recommended it. Go up and visit the lighthouse. So there's lots to do. They got the beach. You can visit the beach. Of course, if you're into your golf, it's very windy today. You can see the flag blowing there. Very windy. So we did good yesterday. Lots of Typhoons, a couple of Poseidons. We even saw the Hawk. I need to get a little edit of that when I get home. It's not easy editing on the phone. I did get one for Instagram. I put one on Instagram just to the thumbs up from the Typhoons. 3 out of 3 in the Typhoons. I'll post that on YouTube and other places later on. Big waves from the pilots. You're a big content creator. Not quite yet, Base. Not quite yet. So I've got some plans for the end of the month. More car related than planes. Stay tuned for that. Big car stream coming up. Hello Hamilton Bowen. You've had this noob in chat. Hello Navish. Welcome back to Lossie. It's very windy. Very windy. I don't know if that's going to affect the planes today. But we'll see. The tripod's already wobbling about. I might have to put my bag, lean my bag up against it just to hold it down. Keep a hand on it at all times. Are there other spotters there? Not just now. So right now, this is quite a well-known spot up the north end, but there's nobody else here apart from me at the moment. Pretty quiet. Down the other end yesterday, there was a 9 or 10. A couple of people with the step ladders. Storm warning in North Wales today. May head your way. Yeah, so I might put windy in the title. Very windy. Big winds. How do I edit my title? Might get blown away. I hope not. Certainly hope not. Don't know if there's an issue with my YouTube stream or not just now. It seems to be struggling to load. It does say live. We are live. There we go. I'm not quite sure how I changed my title on this. Yeah, hopefully the wind doesn't affect us too much. Old Nico's getting soaked in the Lake District. Oh no. He got a good couple of days up here. A very good couple of days with the sun. I've not got the rain at the moment. It did say rain. There was a forecast. I thought, well, we'll just go for it. We'll give it a try. Worst case, I could hide in this little bunker. You can see a lot of movement on the bushes down below there. seems to have died down a little bit. And it feels a lot better when it does. I can hear something. No, it's just the little what's this thing called? A little cart, little buggy. We're a little bit squint here. It's a little bit better, I think. I need one of them spirit level bubbles for my my tripod. Very windy. So my mic's probably doing quite a good job of hiding the wind. But I'll try and get an update on the current speed of the winds as we go on. A Boeing Poseidon MRA 1P8, yeah, so got a lot of them here up at Lossie. So we had 3 Typhoons earlier on. Went out before I started the stream. Got to keep my ears open for them. They're very loud. You can't really miss them. Keeping an eye out for any movement of the hangars. There was a lot of departures yesterday when I arrived. Kind of lunchtime-ish. .21 miles per hour today up there. Yeah, I think the gusts are definitely at least that. Maybe even 30 to 40. Yeah, my app there is saying 23.3 miles per hour. Like I say, the gusts definitely feel a lot stronger than that. So here's the runway. We were down that end, down the bottom. Brilliant runway. So we'll get a good view of them coming in and taking off. Hopefully we get to see some. Like I say, this wind, a bit of a concern for golf balls getting blown towards me, but a bit of a concern. See, that's the windsock right down at the bottom there, the one we're standing beside. The pole that kept getting in the way. Really difficult course by the looks of it, especially in this wind. The wind is coming towards us at the moment, so you're right, gusting up to 38 miles per hour. Yeah, I definitely need to get windy in the title on the YouTube. High winds. Oh dear. Have to put my hood up. I did manage to grab a quick meal deal from the co-op before we started. I've not eaten my sandwich yet. So we've got some snacks. I've got an energy drink. So we should be good for a little while. There does seem to be a little bit of action over there. Hello! How did I say your name? Confound it all. Hello there. Welcome in. Yeah, so far just the correct. Oh, nice. Just the 3 before the stream that I've heard taking off, and what a noise. Even from the middle of Lossiemouth, just the noise of them taking off. So from this viewpoint, hopefully we get to see some of them taking off. Coming into land could be quite nice as well. From the sea, from the coast. Are those planes under maintenance? So this is an RAF base. We got to see them close up yesterday. They do have some markings on them, but not a lot. Royal Air Force vehicles. I can zoom in like this. So Royal Air Force, small letters there, that's number 1. Not a lot of markings. Number 1 there. I guess the grey is to make them less visible, especially when it's cloudy. There's probably a reason for the choice of colour. But we might see some of these going out. These are all, as far as I'm aware, all in active use. We can see this one's getting loaded up with stuff. The doors are open on that too there. Again, it could be maintenance. They could be doing all the checks. Yeah, as far as I understand, they could be called out at any moment into action. Same with the Typhoons. They could leave at any moment. Thanks for the zoom, no problem. See, this is a Poseidon P8. Lovely planes, very loud, very cool. They've got newer models coming. The wedge tails, they've got a funny box on the top, but I think they are very similar to this one's. Just a newer model. I believe for surveillance, kind of mapping out areas. Yeah, very cool to see them up close. You don't get to see them a lot. So I'll try and get you some information on RAF Lossiemouth while we're waiting. So, RAF Lossiemouth. Located on the western edge of the town of Lossiemouth in Moray, northeast Scotland. Lots of Typhoons, FGR4s. Owner, Ministry of Defence, Royal Air Force. Got a car crossing here. Not what we're looking for. We're looking for the planes. We're looking for the planes, unfortunately, not the cars. So site history, built 1938, 1939, around the time of World War II. In use up to this present day. Lots of different squadrons here. Number 1 squadron, number 2 squadron, number 6 squadron, number 8 squadron, number 9 squadron, number 120 squadron, number 201 squadron. That's all the ones listed on here. There might be more, there might be others. Yeah, I think they're just general use. Yeah, so we're not in the base, don't worry about that. We're actually just right next to the golf club. It is an excellent viewing point up here. We were down the other end yesterday, also very good. The planes, when they turned at the end of the runway, you're so close to them, it's really good to see. I've heard them in the skies a lot of times flying over, but seeing them this close up is brilliant. Yeah, there we go, Hamilton Boeing Poseidon MRA-1 P8A is a versatile marine patrol aircraft designed for anti-submarine warfare, surveillance, search and rescue missions. Anti-submarine warfare, that is... So this things, I don't know if they have... I can't quite see that. Yeah, so I think there's 8 or 9 of them. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're missing 1 or 2 of them. So I'm not sure where they are just now. A lot of them do appear on flight radar. Somebody was telling me yesterday about the scanners. They've got their own radio and you can get a bit of a heads up when they're about to make a bit of movement. I don't have one of them at the moment, but pretty quiet in the skies around here just now. Couple of Hawks there, but they're down in near Edinburgh. They came from down in down south. So the Hawk left yesterday. I don't know if it came back at all. I don't know if we'll get a chance to see it. or not. That is one I'm quite interested in. Got a bit of grey screen there. Thank you for the follow. So I'm going to try and get a few more streams up here whenever I can, weather permitting. My local airport would be Aberdeen, more commercial planes. We do get a lot of helicopters down in Aberdeen. Doing a little sweep just now. A lot of car content over the summer, the car shows, vehicle shows. With the boats and the tall ships. The boat spotting was a bit easier than this Typhoon's flying about. It was very chill, very quiet. Oh ho ho! Again, not sure if it's just going somewhere for a bit of maintenance or if we're going to see one coming out shortly. That is the FGR4, the Typhoon. So the Poseidon's over this side. The Typhoons, I can't see any of them really out just now. They'll all be in the hangars until required. Yeah, that one seems to be going away over to the left just now, so we'll keep an eye on it if we can. They're still doing a visual check of the runway, way down there, making sure it's all clear. There's no debris, nothing to affect the planes, nothing to get sucked into the engines. Yeah, I think that's the control tower, I would guess. ATC, is that right? The ATC. Air traffic control. Got the sniffles, John. It's a little bit windy, so my nose is running a little bit, but yeah, it's interesting how it picks that up, but it doesn't pick up the wind. It's a Holy Land microphone. They're very good microphones, really happy with them. I've got two of them, but I'm just here myself. If there was two people here, you can have a microphone each. So again, I couldn't see anything on flight radar, but some of them are off the radar, as you could say. Yeah, so that one, still a van at the front of that. Doors closed at the front. That too got the front doors open. That one's got the fancy steps, number 3. Was that the one that we got the wave from yesterday? I'll post that clip up. Got a wave from the 3 Typhoons and then one of the Poseidons when it came round. That bottom corner is excellent for the Poseidons when they land. They land, they take a right hand turn, come all the way back down to here. A really good spot if you want to get even closer than this, if you can believe that. I've got my jumper on. We're not cold, it's just the wind. Yesterday was the same. There is a little bit of blue skies, not a lot of them. There's a little bit of blue up there. So hopefully we get more of that as the day goes on. I'm not sure if this wind's meant to die down or not, or get even stronger, but the gusts are very strong in a very cold wind. When there's no wind, it's fine. It's quite enjoyable. I started doing this in Aberdeen in the winter. I think there was snow. I'm pretty sure there was snow. I managed about an hour, and I said, right, I need to go back in my car now. My hands were freezing, so if I do attempt any of the winter streams at the airports, which could be quite interesting. We do get a lot of snow in Scotland, but if it's a cold, dry day, I will still try and make it out. It's not the warmest of days here as well. Yeah, it's definitely feeling more like autumn than summer now. Yeah, so I think that's why, obviously not the big ones, not the Poseidons we see here, but all the Typhoons get kept in hangars. They're not kept outside as far as I know. They're all indoors. In the hangars. Yo Sam, how you doing? Welcome back to Scotland. This is our Royal Air Force RAF vehicles, big Poseidons. Hope you're doing good, Sam. Seen you trying to marry Helga. Didn't work out for you, sorry about that. Why you show me airplanes? It's our loss. Yeah, we're waiting for the fighter jets. This is all like Royal Air Force military vehicles. This is a Royal Air Force base. The runway goes all the way down there. It's very windy here. I don't think the mic's picking it up. A very cold, windy Scotland. Yeah, fighter jets here. Yeah, Korea looked fun. I'll maybe visit one day. Do a bit of travelling. I quite fancy Thailand. See a lot of Thailand. I think it's just the warm weather for me. Our winters are very cold, very wet, very rainy. Not quite so enjoyable. In the tower, oh, there will be people in the tower, yeah. We've got a vehicle coming back down here. So they're just, I think they're just doing the checks for the runway just now. We should see some planes taking off. Some of the Typhoons, hopefully. Hopefully the wind isn't affecting them. That was off to the side there. Big lights on here. Yeah, there's a little bit of action at the tower. Bunkering behind there. What is this? A lot of vehicles I'm not that familiar with. Any update on the Poseidons? Door is closed on the front one now. Yeah, the camera is getting a lot of movement from this wind. I've got my bag up against it just now. Yeah, we're getting a lot of wind up in Lossie. Very windy. We'll check the update, see if there's anything else heading this direction. Lots of helicopters off at Aberdeen. Lots of choppers. A plane that's going to Inverness though. As we found out yesterday, it's pretty quiet, then all of a sudden everything happens at once. So hopefully the same again today. Fire engine over there. I said before I started the stream there was 2 of them going about. I think it's probably training. There was a fire in Lossiemouth yesterday. Got the bird scarers popping off as well. Yeah, really nice spot. Really nice spot. It was a little bit difficult to find. It was a further away walk than I thought. I'm glad I didn't walk from the middle of Lossiemouth, that's for sure. I parked kind of just on the edge. A 5-minute walk to get here. So there's a perimeter fence all the way around, so if you're at ground level, you can see through the fence. A lot of people walking their dogs around here. A lot of people still out playing golf. We're going out for another check. Are we? Lots of checks going on. Yeah, so we're not in the base, we're just next to it. I can lower it down slightly, I don't know if that would reduce the wind. We can give it a try. Try and improve the stability, lower the amount of height on the tripod. think yesterday the wind was behind me, so I could turn my back to it. Today we're kind of looking right into it, which would affect them taking off slightly. Yeah, it's a Holyland microphone. It is on the wind mode, which does reduce the background noise slightly. But when this jets come through, you will be able to hear them. Don't worry about that. I'm just hoping this wind hasn't put them off. I don't think it'll affect the Poseidons. Yeah, the gusts could be quite high. What do we say, about 38 miles per hour? I've got plenty of clothes on, so I'm I say just my face is getting a bit of the wind. So we're back up. So we got a little glimpse of the Typhoon. Was just being moved to another location. No real action yet. So I did taken off before the stream. So they are out. At least 3 of them I know are out. Just having a little look around, see if I can spot anything else moving. I think the Poseidon is the best at the moment. Like I say, things can change very quickly around here. All of a sudden, you get a lot of action. Contemplating opening my energy drink. Keep myself alert while we've got a bit of quiet, a bit of peace. I did get a coffee at the hotel before I left. An A400 and a Eurofighter just south of Aberdeen heading northwest. An A400, wow. That's a good spot. So a Venom 011, I think that was what I seen taken off this morning. I think. Departed 138, so that would add up. An A400 Atlas. I certainly hope that's heading this direction. It's definitely heading up this way. And I don't think an A400 would land at Aberdeen. It's still at 31,000 feet. Yeah, that's a big boy. So I think Venom 011, possibly that's the group of 3 that I seen departing this morning. There was 3 of them took off at the same time. I think I can only see 1 on flight radar, but there's a good chance there's 3 of the Typhoons, FGR4s, heading this direction. That's promising. Good spot there. W coffee, certainly is. I've got a Red Bull as well, so we're good to go. We're just waiting for the planes. We've got a big one heading this way. We've got the Typhoons, you'll hear them. Okay. It's a little bit cloudy today, that's the only thing, so I won't really be able to see them until they get below the clouds. Aberdeen's to my left, well, kind of slightly to my left. Yeah, that big one, I'm quite interested in that. So the A400's taking a right towards Peterhead. So we'll just keep an eye on that, what that does. But the FGR4s are definitely heading back this direction. I think they've finished their sweeps. No, they're still doing another sweep of the runway. It's almost at Port Soy. Thanks for subscribing. Always good to subscribe, helps the channel, costs nothing. Yes, Steve, thank you very much for that. I just do this as a hobby. The subscribers do count, and the likes on the videos is all appreciated. Yeah, a couple of subscribers. Cheers, Kevin. A Scotland. And then Graham Bennett there. Thank you very much, everyone. I know I missed from before. So, a little bit of action over here, but nothing. No real movement yet. I'll let you know when I hear the Typhoons. There's 2 of them appeared on the flight radar now, just off the coast. If I see them, I'll spin the camera around. Maybe get a little break from this wind. What height are they at just now? 3,000 feet, just under 4,000. Okay, we're looking for the FGR4s. They're coming in from the sea. So if I raise your buck up for a moment. Try and level these out a bit as well. So we've got at least 2 Typhoons out here. So we'll try and spot them. Again, they could be in that cloud there. Should see them any minute here. They're just heading back towards Lossie just now. There may be behind this trees actually. I told you they just appear. They just appear. Three of them. Three of them. I've got a little mark on my lens, I'll try and sort that. Right, so that was my first time trying to film them there from this angle. The tripod was a little bit wobbly. I might actually move it in slightly or move it towards the back just to give me that little bit more space to spin around. That was very cool. 3 Typhoons there. Unfortunately, A400 did take a right. No, yeah, did take a right back out the North Sea. Might come back around. The smell, wow. What an absolute smell you get. I don't know how to describe it, but that is unreal. So cool. Lossie, yeah, we're in Lossie. Welcome to Lossiemouth. We just had 3 Typhoons come in there. It's very windy today. I've got my noise cancellation on, so you probably won't be able to hear it too much, but yeah, very windy up here. The tripod's moving about quite a lot. There's an A400, yeah, so it seemed to go back out to the North Sea. I'm hoping it comes around here. Yeah, I'm hoping we get to see the A400. That would be really nice. Really cool. There they are. Coming back up just now. First one just making the turn there. The other 2 just behind. What a noise they make when they come in. I didn't spot them until they were right above me. They just appeared. With an almighty noise. Again, I'm not an expert with the different squadrons. I'm not quite sure what squadron that was. How long are you going to be streaming for today? So I think we're going to go probably another 2 hours, I think. Was that 12 o'clock? Yeah, about 2 o'clock today, UK time, so another 2 hours. Then I need to head in Elgin for about 3 o'clock, so we've got another 2 hours here at least. Hopefully more of that, more Typhoons. My battery normally lasts an hour and a half to 2 hours, then I've got another battery to swap in. So if it does cut out, I will be back. I just need to swap the batteries. I could maybe loop that out just now. get it ready for the swap. It only takes a couple of seconds to swap, but we've got the battery ready. That's fine, just before Roswell air races start then. Excellent. Oh, I've got one sitting in the shot. Oh, nice of you to park over here for me. We've got another A400, that's a different one. Just flying around the back of Inverness. The one I was looking at was RRR 4478. It went up to Aberdeen, then took a right. This one's Breeze Norton, an A400. I don't think we're going to see it. It's kind of out at sea just now. A little bit too far out, especially with this clouds. I would love to see one. Airbus A400. Oh no, could make a right still. Came from Breeze Norton. Breeze Norton. Yeah, it's 18,000 feet and it's way out at sea, so can't see it from that distance, unfortunately. You have a great panorama here. A400 just went west. It is dropping. Okay, interesting. I'm hoping it makes a turn because it's the right side to land. They're landing from the side I'm at just now. You're right, it's going down in altitude. It seems to be going the wrong direction, but we'll keep an eye on that one. Down to 15,000 feet now. Not any movements from the Poseidons here at the moment. We are missing one or two of them from the lineup. Just love looking at planes, whether they're moving or not. Yeah, so from the other side of the airport, we didn't get this view. That's why I'm kind of focusing on these at the moment. We got to see them when they came down the runway, when they went and did their flyovers and stuff. But yeah, just to even see them sitting this close up is brilliant. Really good. We don't see these a lot further down in Aberdeen, where I'm from. We had a lot of military stuff going on when Trump was here. Saw a lot of Chinooks recently. Missed the Nimrods. Oh, my signal's going a bit there. So there is a museum around here somewhere. I think it does have one of the old Nimrods. I'll maybe visit one day. It's like an air museum. I can't remember if it's Nairn or Forest. It's somewhere around here, but I think they do have a Nimrod you can go and look at. Same could be said for the old Tornado. So I did get to see some of the older ones down in Montrose as well. There's an air museum down in Montrose. They've got a couple of the older, I think it's an older Tornado, I think. I'm not quite sure what they've got in just now down there, but there's a couple in Montrose. I know there's that one up here, somewhere up here. I'm not quite sure where. I'll need to do a bit more research on that. So get a visit, get a video up for that. Museum is at the back of the married old how do I say that? Moravia? Or Moray Aviation, Moravia. You at the golf course end today? Yes, I am. I made it. I found the spot, the famous spot. So we're up the golf course side. I do feel a little bit sorry for the golfers today in this wind. Nobody there at the moment. We're waiting for the well, we were waiting for an Atlas, but I don't think it's coming back. Yeah, it's still heading up the north of Scotland, unfortunately. That was not a bad shot there. And there's the lighthouse, which I still need to visit one day. Back to the Poseidons there. Really nice at night, gets all lit up. Wow! Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I think the one in Kinloss, I think that's, is it not like an old primary school or something? Is that the same one? And they converted it into like an air museum. I have to go. Enjoy the stream, everyone. Job's calling me. Oh, that's a shame, Sally. Cheers for dropping in. Stopping by. Okay, we've still got the Typhoons sitting over here. They just came back. The three Typhoons. Do you ever broadcast from Inverness? Not particularly busy, but does some home SAAS and SAR. I've never been up to Inverness actually, no. Aberdeen is my local one, so we get lots of the helicopters, a lot of Loganaires, yeah, a lot of Loganaires, stuff like that. The biggest thing you get there is probably the 320s, A320s, I think. Sea Kings, yeah. Okay. Well, worth a visit. Yeah, that's on the list, definitely. I'll maybe try Inverness if I'm ever up that way. I don't really know the good viewing points from Inverness. I'll have to do a bit of research on that. Yeah, we'll do a bit more research on the other airports we can visit. One of the bigger ones down south would probably be Edinburgh. Seen a couple of people do Edinburgh for the more the commercial planes. And of course Glasgow. You've got Prestwick. There's a lot of military down at Prestwick. That would be quite a nice one. For me, that is a good 4-hour drive from up north. Inverness isn't worth streaming. Oh. So it's probably similar to Aberdeen. Like, it'll have the usual lot, the Loganaires and stuff. I don't know if it's got anything that unique, but if I was in the area, you never know. You never know. Aberdeen, I think the thing that saves Aberdeen is the helicopters. If you get a good day with the choppers flying in and out, you get quite a bit of action. I did try a Sunday stream there recently, and it was a little bit quiet. But then, I mean, this is pretty quiet as well today. I don't know if it's relating to the wind. I don't know if they're all just going to go out at once or what, but we'll hope for more action. Cheers for the subscription there. Yeah, that Atlas is just doing a tour of the Highlands by the looks of it. It's right up at Wick. Right up at Wick. It landed at Wick. That A400 landed at Wick. I didn't realise Wick was interesting. That's very interesting, actually. I didn't expect that. So I've been to Wick. I didn't visit the airport. But again, if I'm ever up that way, we can all have a look. We can have a look. Is it the most northerly? It probably is one of the most northerly airports. Until you go to Orkney and Shetland. And there's a couple of smaller ones on the islands. I didn't realise Wick was such a long runway, because an A400 is a pretty substantial sized plane. Wick must have a decent sized runway then. I think they can do that. I don't know if they like reverse their propellers, reverse thrust for short landings. Maybe that's what they're doing, a bit of training on the short landings. Very interesting to see though. They've been known to land at Dundee. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think it was maybe it was a C5 or C-17s. The C-17s landed at Aberdeen. Prestwick's good for military. Yeah, I think Prestwick is on the list. They get a lot of different planes than I'm used to seeing. So Prestwick is on the list. What gets a lot of military? Okay. I didn't realise. That's good to know. Just checking the map. There's not a lot else showing up there. Oh. Heard a 4 there. I think the wind took his ball off to the right towards where the others are teeing off. Four. See, that wind is playing havoc for them. Very random when it does go. A400 can land on an 800 meter strip at the right weight. Yeah. Very interesting. I mean, I think it's so random, it's just like, are they gonna land? Are they gonna fly over? A lot of them do loops here. We had one of the Poseidons doing loops when I arrived here yesterday. Just kind of touching down, then taking off again. Pretty nice if any of them fancy doing that for me just now. Give me something to film. Fire department's away for a tea break, I think. It is about lunchtime now. Got to go do something, still watching the big TV. No, not a problem, thank you very much. Every viewer counts, much appreciated.
Navish uniform says I knew the COO was close. Anti_scuff_pipe says the rate 420, 75 milliseconds. Navish uniform says my granny bike.
Okay, we are back. As you've seen from the message on the screen there, that was my battery. My battery went there. At least you've got a little indication of what's happening there. An hour 25. Yeah, this batteries just don't seem to be lasting the same. We're going to look at a better solution so we don't get an interrupted stream. I've got the streaming bag with the connections. We just need to get the battery situation back. Cheers Redman for letting me know. An hour 25 on that battery there. So we should be good up till 2 o'clock. Fingers crossed. I don't know, I lost track of them there. I don't think there's been any movement. We'll check on them now. Need to drink this energy drink quickly. Get a bit of power back in me. Fingers are getting a bit chilly now in this wind. So I think if there is going to be any movement, I would guess maybe from one of these ones, but we'll wait and see. So far, just the 3 Typhoons. Pretty quiet so far. Got a bus, is that a bus? There was a kind of a mini bus over there. We've got all the hangar doors still closed. Is it a holiday? Have they been given the day off? Or is it the wind? It could be the wind, potentially. Yeah, I noticed it moved. I don't really know how they decide where to take off from, but I thought he was away for his lunch. Giving up for the day. Yeah, RAF don't do much flying on Friday afternoons. Yeah, tea and tiffin in the mess. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, we only got the 3 of them earlier on. I was hoping for a little bit more action. Yesterday was quite a good stream, a lot of good clips. I'll need to go back through, trying my best to film them. Some speed they come in at though. Busier next week with training exercises. Yeah, yesterday was pretty good. Thursday, I think Thursday's a good day. Fridays, yeah, definitely quieter. I don't know if they do any flying really at the weekends, I'm not too sure. I say I do have the option of the weekends, but if there's not a lot going on, then yeah, we'll probably skip it. I've seen them out a lot on the Wednesdays as well, flying about, but I'm normally at my work. I do want to do the rush hour at Aberdeen Airport, all the choppers, the crew change day. Just constant choppers flying in and out. Good practice for me with my camera. QRA only on at weekends. Yeah, I guess they can still get called out if there's a situation. Which, I mean, the way things are right now, things could escalate. Yeah, it's quite a drive for me if the weather's not great to stand up here and not see very much. So I like the Aberdeen. I think the Sunday stream I did, it wasn't really worth it. I think if I get a chance, I'll do a Saturday or a Friday at the airport, Aberdeen Airport. We're going to try and get more airports in as well. Got some car show stuff at the end of the month. Big car rally. So that'll be something a bit different. A Cobra Warrior exercise. Wow! I will try to get back up for that. I thought that was a gritter there. Is that a gritter? Some kind of a... Like the car streams, yeah, so I'd be as well tell you, so at the end of the month is something called Gumball 3000. I'm not doing the Gumball 3000, but I'm going to be at the finish line in Ibiza, filming that when all the supercars come off the boat into the finish line. So if you like your supercars, check that out. I think it's Friday the 20-something. I should really be on top of this. But that'll be a good stream. Friday the 26th. We'll be in Ibiza for the Gumball Rally. I'll try and get a stream on the Saturday as well. Friday and Saturday. That'll be a big one. More plane stuff in between. Yeah, I think they're maybe done for the weekend, the Poseidons, but I was hoping we might see one of them come back. There's still one of them away somewhere. Let's have another check of the maps. So just a lot of light aircraft, offshore choppers. Where are you going? You're going up to Inverness. Yeah, so today would have been quite a good day for the Aberdeen airport. Lots of choppers. Like, just looking at the map there, we've got about 5 of them just coming in just now. Yeah, so I'll add that to the list. Friday could be a good day for the Aberdeen airport. Crew changes for the weekend or whatever. Give you your due, you get around. I try it. Been doing a lot of driving. My car is feeling it, so try to get around. Next weekend, I'm not quite sure. It's not even this weekend yet. This weekend, I'm not quite sure what's happening. Same with next weekend. We've got the big trip at the end of the month. I did think if it was possible to do a stream at Ibiza airport, but it's not looking good with the flights. Looks like I'm going to be arriving quite late. If I can source an earlier flight, we might get a cheeky Ibiza airport stream. That would probably be on the Thursday or the Friday morning. And then the supercars on the Friday night. Where's the Typhoons? I could ask the same question. So we had 3. This 3, we can only see one and a little bit of them. Came back in over half an hour ago to an hour ago now, half an hour ago probably. We haven't had any more action really since Friday. Does seem to be a quieter day up here at Lossie. We saw lots of action yesterday. I don't know if it's relating to the wind or just because it's a Friday. I am hoping to see some more action. Fingers crossed. We're just playing the waiting game now. Some noise from Fort William. Yeah, we had a couple of bigger A400s, but they didn't come to Lossie, unfortunately. The Poseidons are all sitting. So there was 3 of them there. I'm not quite sure what squadron it was. They left before. Yeah, Fridays are quieter. Some noise from Fort William. Interesting. Fort William on the west coast. I did visit Fort William. Very popular for the mountain bikes. I went for the mountain bike World Cup. Took the gondola up and then I walked back down. Great views from the top of Ben Nevis. Been Fort William, nice bit of country. Yeah, it's really nice out in Fort William. So I was there watching the mountain bikes. Got kicked out for being drunk. Oh no. Were you in the Witherspoons? Oh. Yeah, I think that trip I did a pit stop in Aviation and then on to Fort William the next day. Aviation's quite nice. Would recommend Aviation for a pit stop for anyone if they're heading that direction as well, if you're cutting across the Cairngorms. South of me just now. What planes are they? Yeah, these are all RAF, Royal Air Force. We did a little zoom in earlier. Just above the door, small letters there. Royal Air Force. It's a bit shaky with the wind. The Poseidons. Good thing I came up yesterday. We got not a lot today, unfortunately. So maybe it's a good thing they're quiet. Not a lot of military action. There are the P8s, yeah. So they're supposed to be getting the new ones, the wedge tails. I think some of them will be based up here as well. They've got the funny box on the top, so they'll look pretty similar to that, but they've got like almost like a rectangle on the top of them. So when they get them up here, I'll come up and try and spot them. So they are quite interesting, just with the bit on the top, the wedge. Submarine hunters, yeah. So I think they do have some kind of a missile, or some of them do, some kind of missiles on them. All the old bunkers, hangars. Probably is bunkers as well. Well, we're on the golf course. There's definitely bunkers on the golf course. Yeah, that's maybe one of the original ones up there. World War II-ish. More modern ones like that. That one's got the sloped roof. Is there a bit of movement? I think they're just going to tow it back. Doing checks, doing services, whatever. Listed buildings, can't knock them down. Yeah, I would guess a lot of it is. The older ones anyway. Hear a siren going on somewhere towards Lossie. Saying earlier there was a fire here last night. Seen the smoke when I was walking through Lossie. I don't know if it was the same one. There was like a quarry fire. There's no smoke today, so I think they have put it out. Those are hardened aircraft shelters. They're coming for you. I hope not. I certainly hope not. It would give me a bit of action. Was anyone hurt? I don't think so, no. Someone keeps setting the quarry on fire. That's a bit annoying. That's a little bit annoying. Yeah, I saw a couple of other videos that mentioned the quarry. You're back, welcome back. You didn't miss much. Still very quiet up at Lossie. Very quiet. Just doing another sweep of the runway here. So, still just the 3 Typhoons returning to base. They'll be in the pub by now, I would guess. Whoa, that wind. Whoa. Yeah, I think the other spotters must have known there wasn't much going on today. There's nobody else here up at this side anyway. I've not seen anyone really, no cameras, nothing. I kind of expected a couple of people to be up here. Even just to see this ones. It's a great spot just to see them, the Poseidons. It's a great spot. Still watching though, thanks for that. Got a little mark in the lens, let's try and have I got a cloth or something to wipe it? I don't know. Not in there. Still there. I think give my lens a good clean. No one as dedicated as you, John. Well, I think down the other side, people will be sitting in their cars, you know, in the warm with the heaters on. I'm out here in the wind, trying to get the shots for you. Trying my best. So we'll try, if I get another day off during the week, we'll come up here midweek at some point. Back to you haven't missed much, it's okay. Just still watching the Poseidons. Yeah, definitely very quiet today. Lots of wind. The sun hasn't quite come out as I was hoping. The weather forecast did say it should come out, but now it says rain possible in the next few hours. No, brilliant to see it. I know this spot now, so I'll know how to get back here. We know about the other side. The other side's quite a nice, nice spot too. Yeah, if you want to see the Poseidons, this is definitely the spot. This is definitely the spot. So the door's still open on this one, but could just be maintenance work going on. Usually finish early on a Friday. Yeah, I didn't think they'd finish at 12 o'clock though. Is that even a half day? I guess it is a half day, 12 o'clock. A nice easy shift. Coningsby has. Yeah. The pub's open at 11. Yeah. Yeah, they must have all gone to the pub. Oh, okay, one little look over here again. Yeah, they're still doing something with that one over there, but that was the ones that landed. The only real action of the day. There's still a little bit of blue sky up there. A tiny bit of blue sky. I think a lot of the golfers are done for the day as well. When we first got here, there was a few groups going round. Right now we've not got a lot. Not got a lot going on behind me. They might all be in the pub as well. Quite possible. Trucks tower is gone, looks like runway is closed. Yeah, so we've seen that moving earlier on. They were still doing sweeps, but the truck that was there disappeared. So we might not see anything else, unfortunately. So they still seem to be out doing the checks of the runway, but still doing the checks of the runway, but I guess they've got to keep it just in case they get a call out on standby. Keep the runway clear. Yeah, I'll know now. The Fridays are not the busiest. Not the busiest of days. At least we get to chat to you. Yes, you do, yeah. You do indeed. Apologies for the lack of aviation today. We've got a nice vantage point of the Poseidons. We've had a good look at them. We've seen the 3 Typhoons coming back in. Had a little nosy around RAF Lossiemouth from the vantage point up the top here. We've managed to stay dry, albeit a very windy day up here in Scotland. Yeah, it's disappeared, so that is, it was sitting about there. That is probably a sign that there's not any more action. It has disappeared. I was joking he was away on his lunch, but I think he's away at the pub. I think they might be done. We'll check the map, see if there is anything else in the area. I've been on plane streams that don't even have static planes before. Yes, so that is the advantage. If I was down the other side today, we wouldn't have this view. Even to see one of these is brilliant. So to get to see them all lined up is still quite enjoyable. Windy, got a lot of it all year round in Lossie. Yeah, I believe that. Moira, I believe that. It'd have to be pretty hardcore to stream up here in the winter. Up here in the snow and the ice and that wind. See, this is autumn, the end of summer, autumn time, and yeah, the wind has got a bit of a chill to it. No Lossie well. Had to wear a scarf, hat and gloves. Yeah. Yeah. I've got my jumper on. Got my thick trousers on. I don't have the hat. But it could be a good shout for this type of streams. The hat, the gloves. I always feel my hands a bit with the wind. Get a good pair of gloves. So they seem to be finished with the Typhoon now, I think. That's them finished. And there's still a van there. So you can see one there and then just the nose of the second one to the left there. I didn't think I'd have to look out my hat and gloves this early in the year, but it is Scotland after all, so I think I've got a hat in my car. That's the worst part. I didn't have an umbrella. I was a bit concerned we would get some rain today, but we've managed to avoid that. Doot doot. Doot doot. Yeah. Cheers everyone that came in, even though we didn't get to see that much today. Yeah, see you all around over the weekend, hopefully. The beast of the east, beast from the east. Brawley took off like Mary Poppins. Oh no, Moira. Yeah, I bought a cheap umbrella. It didn't last. I don't know where my stream was. Where was I last streaming that I had the umbrella? Was it Edinburgh? I can't quite remember. The truck show? No, I don't think it, did I have my umbrella for that? It was maybe before the truck show, Truck Fest. It was somewhere where wind and rain, and the umbrella snapped one of the arms. So I do need a new one. That's on the list. A new umbrella, a pair of gloves. Hi Mark. Edinburgh. I think it was Edinburgh. Was it the Fringe? I don't think it was raining. It was the truck show was sunny. The Fringe. It was maybe before that actually. It might have been before that. So I don't know where to buy another cheap umbrella or go for something a bit more expensive. It's nice to have one in the bag. It's just like a backpack, a normal backpack I've got for streaming. We're quite limited for space. So something that folds up that I can just pull out when we get a shower. Keep all this equipment dry. Just get a shot of them all in here. We've actually got one more further back as well. You can probably see the movement in the camera, the movement in the bushes. Airport transport aircraft. If you buy a Rolls Royce, it comes with a free umbrella. Italian Air Force just over Harris. Interesting. So they don't have to land here, even if they just fly over for me, that would be nice. The last time I was up, that's what the guy was saying, oh, have you seen the Italians? And then yesterday a lady was asking about the hawk. We did get to see the hawk on the stream. Movement in the bushes, what's going on up there? It's just the wind. It's just the wind. So they are still working. There is still some of them working up here on this Friday. They've not all got an early finish yet. So what was that question? This is all the Poseidons, anti-submarine, surveillance, Royal Air Force aeroplanes. We've got the Typhoons here as well. They do seem to be packing up for the weekend though, they seem to be quieting down. We had the engine in the middle here, it's disappeared off. Yeah, the stream yesterday, if you want to see some of these flying about, check out the stream from yesterday. We got a lot of action from the other end of the airport. I wanted to try it up here today. We're fighting against the wind. And of course the lack of movement due to a Friday. But we'll be back, don't worry about that. Based south of here in Aberdeen. So that's my local airport, Aberdeen Airport. Lots of choppers. We did get a little bit of military aircraft when Trump was in town. I got a couple of good streams around then. Got a little edit of some of the Chinooks and stuff. So check that one out if you haven't seen that. I think I edited it down to like a 10-minute video. Just a lot of the planes coming in. Get yourself a kite, John. I could. We could have a kite today. It's good weather for flying a kite. The socks in full action. When we checked earlier, it said up to 38 miles per hour. The winds. Yeah, they're all down in England just now. A lot of action down there. If there's any YouTubers streaming down there, they'll get some good footage of the US aircrafts, US Army. We've got to see the Wildcats up in Aberdeen as well, the choppers. I'd never seen them before, so that was pretty cool. ADSB. Interesting, I'll take a note of that. Cheers for the information there. So I'm fairly new to aviation. Done a few plane streams, plane spotting streams. This is my second day here. I was up here for a stream before, a few months back. That was my first experience of the Typhoons. We will be back again, don't worry about that. So I just use flight radar at the moment. That's all I've really got. There was some people in chat telling me yesterday about the scanners, the radios. I will look into that. Lossie radio. Get a bit more information about the planes and stuff. Get a bit an insight into when they're going to be coming in or whatever. Yeah, just looking around Aberdeen, I think an airport stream from Aberdeen on a Friday could be a good one. So we'll get that on the list. All the choppers. Everyone likes the storms. We're about to get a couple of storms over the winter, so I'll try and get out, get my hat and gloves on, try and film some of the windy landings. A lot of these pilots are highly skilled, very good landings. We do get a lot of windy days up here in Scotland. Sadly not coming to Lossie. Yeah, 41,000 feet, it's up there. ADSB, you can filter it to show just military aircraft. Interesting. Over sky, yeah. So I think that's been the case today. A lot of them have been around us, but they haven't come directly over. Lovely view down the runway there. A couple of hills in the background. Are they going to move the Typhoons into the hangar? That is quite possible. Hooking it up over there, I think. Yeah, can see that one getting towed away. I'm not quite sure what hangar, what squadron that's from. Seems to be heading down here. It's disappeared behind the tower there. Here it goes. No. Seems to be going round the back of the building there. What is going on here? Doing a bit of maintenance or something? Not sure if they found something on the runway there or not. Maybe it's a Top Gear race. Yes, that would be something. You know what, that one disappearing just round there. Not really too sure. Oh, the Vaughn's taking the lead. was the battery. So this battery, I'm not sure how much we've got left. I am not a spy. I'm a Scottish aviation enthusiast. I am here to look at the planes and nothing more. I like the vehicles. My channel is kind of moving towards the vehicles. The cars, the planes. We had a bit of the boats. So if you like that kind of stuff. It's been a quiet one up here today. So if you check out the stream from yesterday, we'll see a little bit more action. I'll try and get an edit of some of the stuff. I don't know how good the footage of them coming in was from today. They caught me a little bit off guard. They always do, the speed they come in at. Brilliant to see the Poseidons from this angle. Royal Air Force. Like the P8s, yeah. Not many standing out in the cold and the wind, yes. Absolutely. That's the weather for Aberdeen. I think it's a little bit colder up here. We're slightly further north. Yeah, so right here on the ground, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the P8s. I think there's 8 or 9 of them here normally. Not quite sure where the other ones are. Oh. Yeah, it's still been enjoyable. Still been enjoyable to see. I think we'll come back to this spot though, just to see maybe on a Wednesday or a Thursday. It's a good spot. The wind would have made it quite interesting if there was more planes coming in, but it's not to be. It's actually died down a little bit now, and the sun is almost coming through the clouds. It's a little bit blue, a little bit of blue skies down at the end of the runway there. Seems to be a pretty well behaved boat, a pretty well behaved lot here. Yes, I've enjoyed myself. Believe you could do with some moderators. Yes, I do a lot of the moderating myself normally. Sometimes you do get a few slipping through. Do you have any videos from the mound at Aberdeen? Yes, well, if you mean Overton, the hill at the side, that's normally where I stream from. I do want to try a stream from the airport helicopter side, but I've got a couple of videos from Aberdeen. We will get more. Oh, you're going some speed down there. Sending it. Yeah, I've got a couple of videos from Aberdeen. Again, my issues normally, I enjoy the live streams, the interaction. Editing the videos takes a bit of time. I've still got a lot of stuff to edit from over the summer. We did a couple of the truck shows. They're quite popular on the channel as well. I haven't managed to get the edit done from Truck Fest, but I am working on it. Always wanted to do spotting at Aberdeen, never had the chance. Yeah, it's not bad, it's good. Like today would have been a good one for the choppers. A lot of helicopters at Aberdeen. I think it's the busiest heliport in the UK, I think. Just with offshore traffic out to the oil rigs. They've also got one of the new air ambulances. So maybe get to see that one stream. It's meant to be some bit of kit. I do mod on other plane streams. Last time I was at RAF Lossiemouth was in the 90s. Interesting. Yeah. Most of the time the chat's pretty chill. I did a football stream when Aberdeen won the cup, and that was, I think that was probably the biggest stream I've done on this channel. The comment section was wild for that one. I do wish I had some moderators. We had a lot of football fans. They get very passionate about their teams, you could say. Yeah, I had to ban a few people in that stream. It just takes away from you're trying to enjoy the stream, and it just kind of, it distracts you a little bit. So yeah, as the channel grows, I will look into that. But the plane streams are normally pretty chill. Pretty chill. Don't remind me of that day. Oh no. I loved that, the parade. The signal was a bit in and out, but there was a big parade down Union Street in Aberdeen, and we just walked down the front of the bus, captured the crowds, captured the atmosphere. It was brilliant. So we do stuff like that. If there's ever any big events on, we'll get the camera out, try and film it. Played well, deserved a win. Yeah, once in a while. So it took them a few years to get that win. I am hoping for the city. It was brilliant for just the businesses, the pubs. It was brilliant, and the fans, of course. I'm all over YouTube. Yeah, I'll try and keep an eye out for some of your names in the other chats. Say I watch a lot of the plane stuff, a lot of the plane spotters, a lot of the big ones. I think that's what got me interested in this. All the big ones, Heathrow, and the ones that do the military kind of side of it as well. Very good to see. I'm a bit of a chatter myself, I will join in the chat. Southport Air Show. So I was going to go to the one in Scotland, the Air Show in Ayrshire. It's near to Prestwick. It was around a 4-hour drive for me. I was working on the Friday. It just didn't work out this year. That is maybe one I'll visit next year. I was watching the footage. There was a live stream of it. I can't remember the channel, maybe Planes TV or something. It was good to watch. It was very good to watch. So yeah, Prestwick's on the list. So just timing it right with my travel plans. That van's having trouble getting speed to take off. It certainly is. So, as we've said, I think we're not going to see any more takeoffs. They've packed away the Typhoons. There's still one sitting out there. My battery must be close to running out. Cheers for all I'm lost for words. Cheers for all the subscriptions. That is much appreciated. I'm overwhelmed with the support. It's been brilliant, even though we've had a bit of a lack of action. Great to see you all still coming out, having a look at the RAF Lossiemouth with me. Planes TV stream from the air show. Yeah, that was the one. Really good. I subscribed to their channel. They seem to do a lot of the air shows. It was quite a good stream. Quite a good stream they had. I have to go walk 2 woofers to do school run. Cheers for stopping in, great hours. Yeah, we're almost at the end, Redman. We're almost at the end. Just have another little look around, see if there's anything we missed. I think everyone's going home. Some of the vehicles in there. What have we got? Welcome to RAF Lossiemouth. So they've got the floodlights. They've got the floodlights. Van's over there now. Who's going home? Not me. Yeah. They did Jersey. Yes, that was the one. I did see a little bit of that. NATO days. Yeah, brilliant. That's the dream. Travel about all the air shows. See all the planes, all the displays, the display teams. Putting on a show for the crowds. Is it Lossiemouth that does QRA or Lookers? I'm not too sure. So Lookers is actually another one. They did they have the Chinooks in recently? I don't know how good it is for spotting, but Lookers isn't too far south. We could maybe add that one to the list. If there's ever any action going on, maybe take a wee trip down to Lookers. I don't know if there's a spot like this where we can see in. I'll have to do a bit of research on that. Like I said, I saw something about them having the Chinooks in recently for training or whatever. It's a little bit of movement. There's a little bit, but so he went in. Did he come back out? There was something going on there, but I'm not entirely sure. Must have forgotten his sandwich. Yeah, you could be right. You could be right. Battery died. Well, I was going to just because the battery died, but I thought we'll put this last battery in just for the last 10 minutes until we hit 2 o'clock. Got a hamster wheel. Cheers for the follow there. Yeah, so the signal's a bit in and out. We'll put my hotspot on. We'll put the hotspot on just for the last little bit here. He's looking for his Tunnocks tea cakes. He could be. Yeah, so I think it's just maintenance work. They're still doing the sweeps of the runway. Got a movement from the Typhoons, but I'm guessing they're just going to do the same again, do the loop around the tower into the hangar, and that'll be them finished for the weekend, or finished for just now anyway. I don't know if they work the weekend or not too sure. So it should reappear. There we go, we can just see it. The Typhoon. Like to hear that chuckle. Yeah, we've had a few good moments, a few funny moments. Still kind of new to the YouTube streaming. We just started streaming on YouTube the start of this year. Had a few good streams already. Plenty more to come. Oh, got me there. Appeared at the other side. And away it goes. I think they're done, yeah. They seem to be done for the weekend. I said I would keep going till 2 o'clock. Has been very quiet this stream. Not so much action, unfortunately. Yeah, they do a lot of training up here. A lot of training. Just not on a Friday. We've said a few times they're all in the pub. Early finish. Do you remember to park an orange? Oh, I got a meal deal from the co-op before I started. Made a coffee this morning as well. Yeah, they seem to be parking up. Still a couple of them working. A couple of the maintenance team doing a bit of overtime. I don't know what is that AS or AAM? I'm not entirely sure. So we did try and have a little look. Little close-up look at some of them. The zoom gets a bit distorted when you're zoomed right in, but it's been really enjoyable nonetheless. All quiet now. Seems to be finished as well. Disappeared off up here now. Door's still open on that one there, but whoa! Whoa! That was a gust of wind. We'll end on that one, I think. get out of here before I get blown away. Again, the mic's probably doing a great job to cut out the wind, but it has been a very windy one today, so cheers everyone that's came in to watch, kept me going through this, albeit a quiet stream. Great to see the Poseidons, a couple of the Typhoons. Someone's car alarm's going off. They've got the lights. Did they put the lights on? Were they on before? Oh, they've just put them off again. We've got a wee flash from the lights there. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, safe trip home. Done your stint. Yeah, so that was it. That was it for today. I will be back up here at some point. I'm not quite sure when. I normally try and get the streams up a day or two before, just schedule the streams. So if you're subscribed, you should see the upcoming streams, see what I'm up to. Normally it would be the weekends, but I'll try and get a few more days off during the week. That seems to be the best. The Fridays, not so much. The Fridays I think we'll maybe do in Aberdeen if I get any more Fridays off. Do a stream at Aberdeen Airport for the more commercial side. The helicopters, a lot of action there. But as for now, cheers everyone for watching. Cheers all the new subscribers, everyone that liked and subscribed. That is all much appreciated. See you later. I'm just going to send you to ending. We'll see you all the next time.